Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. As you can see, I have an absolutely naked face right now. It is Saturday night and I am doing a test run of the makeup that I'm planning to wear tomorrow for church. See, we live 2 hours away, and so I like to do a test run the night before, make sure that everything looks decent at least, and that way I can sleep in as long as possible tomorrow because I know exactly how much time I need to rectify this situation right here. So I already have a moisturizer on. Now, ordinarily, I would also be wearing my Armani primer, which is SPF 50, but because it's nighttime out and I'm not going outside, I'm going to skip this step just to save product. So I have also applied my Maybelline Baby Skin primer, just patted it over my T-zone. And we are going to jump right into color correcting. So taking my Wet n Wild color correcting palette, I'm going to take the yellow shade and just rub it up dub this under my eyes, just where I have the blue, circle darkness discoloration. Good enough. Okay. And now taking my translucent powder. This is the Maybelline Mineral Power Translucent Finishing Veil, and my big fluffy brush. I'm just going to press this all over my face. Now, yes, I know some of you are saying, what? You haven't applied your foundation yet. You're skipping a step. Nope. I do the powder first, which I'm not sure why this works, but it does work. And I'm thinking that it's because if you apply your foundation over a liquid primer or a gel primer, and then you try to press the powder on top of it, what happens is that the bottom layer of your foundation is still kind of slippery and greasy and can still kind of roam around your face a little bit, which can cause your powder to crack. That's my hypothesis as to why this works. I could be totally wrong. I'm looking for the cap. Ah, there it is. Okay, because I need to shake that up because we're going to come back to this powder in a minute. But I'm just going to set that aside for the moment. Okay, now using my handy dandy Maybelline Infallible Pro Matte, and this is going to go just in as few spots as possible. And the more product you put on your face, the greater your risk that it's going to look cakey or that it's going to crack or that it's just going to look like it's sitting on top of your skin rather than actually going in, kind of fusing with the surface of your skin, if that makes sense. It'll look like a mask, and that's never a good look, especially in person, on TV, on the stage, when you're under these very bright lights. You can get away with that, but in real life, it's not the look I'm going for. Okay, next. You guys know my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's the holy grail, folks. The holy grail. And this is going to go under my eyes. And as I'm doing this, I am not pressing. I just pressed right there, but particularly under my eyes. I'm not pressing too much. I'm just relying on the texture of the Beauty Blender to blend everything out. Now let's go back to our powder. I'm just going to actually tap the brush into the lid, getting not a lot on. And again, I'm just going to press it. I'm not sweeping. Okay, so while that is baking, we can do our brows. And I just picked this up today. This is the Flower Cosmetics Brow Crayon. And so really this is, because I have such sparse natural brows, I really just have to kind of draw these on. And I know that the big trend right now, like on Instagram, is the faded brow, where you have this like really dramatic dark color and then it fades toward the nose. But because of the way my brows are, because they are naturally darkest at the insides, because that's where I have brow hairs, that if I try to do a faded brow, it doesn't look good. Okay, now this is where we really clean up these brows. I'm going to use my Flower angled eyeliner / brow brush. And because I'm saving my NARS, I'm trying to ration it out. I don't want to use it all up. To go underneath my brows with concealer, I'm going to be using the Master Conceal by Maybelline. It's a similar shade. It's slightly darker than the NARS, but it also cost about $4. So So I'm just going underneath in short little strokes to kind of define the bottom. You don't have to be 100% happy with your brows right from the get-go, but I don't like to get fixated on them. So sometimes if there's one that's bugging me, I'll just be like, you know what? I'm going to go and I'm going to contour and then I will come back and deal with you. Okay, that's going to have to be good enough for right now. I will come back to them probably in a little bit, but let's not get fixated, folks. Now, taking my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So taking the bottom shade here, just 2 little bounces on the brush, and this goes under my jaw, and I have this crazy jaw. It's like a lantern jaw. So I will bring my contour up just kind of to that corner right there. Just try to soften it up just a little bit. Do that. Okay, cool. Now going back to the lightest, the cool tone shade, gonna load up the brush with a couple passes through and then just start at my hairline and drag it down using the point of the brush and not pressing very hard. Just kind of going back and forth and back and forth. And I do bring my contour down a little bit further than most people, just because I like it that way. There's no real reason. And maybe just rub a little bit on my temples too. And then take the lightest shade right above that cool toned contour color and just load the brush up and make a stripe just right beneath the contour. I'm going to take my 227 by MAC. This is this really kind of weird brush. When it came out, a lot of people were like, what are you supposed to use that for? Because it's kind of fat, but it's tapered, but it's... They were like, what? But I use it to contour my nose, actually. I just go really softly and just a little bit at a time, back and forth with the contour color on that wider part. Okay, and so welcome back. So as you can see, I just used a makeup wipe to take all that business off of my nose because I didn't like the way my contour was looking. Where is my... So I'm just taking a little bit more foundation, just putting it around my nose. I'm going to beauty blend it in. Cool. All right. And let's just go in with some powder one more time. Actually, I'm just going to use the residual powder that's in the brush, you know, just kind of... This time I'm going to get smart. I'm just going in first with this MAC pencil brush because this gives me the control that I need. Okay. And now we can begin just to kind of use the side of the brush to blend it out, and I can go in also with my 227 and just kind of use this. Now we can blend away all of our under eye and also blend up that contour. You notice I'm moving the brush up and back. Okay, now bronzer. I'm back to using my NYC Cosmetics Sun and Bronze in Hamptons Radiance. I'm going to use my same flower brush. Can you tell I'm addicted? I'm addicted. Just swirl-a-rino in there. And this just goes around, you know, the hairline. That's why one of the reasons I have my hair back. Temples, chin, nose, above the contour. Again, I'm not pressing so much. I'm just whirling it around. Pretty good. Okay. Now for blush, I'm going to be using MAC Gingerly. Okay. And just going to go on the apples of my cheeks. And guess which brush we're going to use the blend. Let's go. I'm going to go back to this one, actually. This is my Wet n Wild in Catwalk Pink, and I'm going to be using the very lightest gold shade over here. And making a stupid face. Alright, rocking. Now, we're going to add an eyelid primer. This is a Revlon Photo Ready. And just paint it on both lids. And I just blend it in lightly with my finger. I'm not pulling, I'm just tapping. We have to have a talk about my neutrals palette. Actually, all of my MAC palettes. I have 6 of these 15 pan palettes. I've had these for years. And I made them way, 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 way before I ever even thought about doing makeup stuff on YouTube. So I don't have the shade name saved, which is like noob mistake number 1 million, right? Fortunately, I know what a lot of the colors are, but this one, unfortunately, I don't. This is my favorite shadow. It's white. As you can see, it's like a very pale pearl color. It's a satin finish. You can use anything that matches your skin tone, and I am using my MAC. What the heck are you? Your number has worn off. I want to say, whatever, fluffy shadow brush. And this is just going to get bounced from lash line to eyebrow. Now, for my crease color, I'm going to put some coppering in there, I think. Coppering is this one, by the way. This is going to be a very super light, natural, neutral look. So, see, I really could probably even stop there. But I'm just going to blend that out just a little bit. If I can get my brushes to cooperate, that would be great. It's my e.l.f. little blender brush. All right, cool. Then we're going to do, let's do a little bit of Dusty Pink. It's my little off-brand tiny shadow brush from the drugstore or supermarket. I think I got it at Wegmans anyway. And I'm just going to pat this very gently over the lid. I'm going to pack a little bit of this pearlescent pink here. And I'm just going to pack some of this in the center of my lid. And then I'm going to take my e.l.f. domed contouring brush with the same color. And I'm just going to pack it right in my inner corner. Let's take our Rimmel Eye Pencil in brown, or sable brown, excuse me. It's just dark brown. And this is going to go on the lower lash line, just the whole way. Just smudgy smudge. For the upper lash line, I am going to use my Hard Candy Stroke of Gorgeous liner in brown. I start just by doing the lash line, like tight lining it. People are very opinionated about eyeliner, have you noticed? Like, there are some people who absolutely insist that if you're going to do any kind of a wing, that you must do the wing first. I actually do it the other way around. I've tried it both ways. So I'm just going to follow the line of my lower lid. Now, we're not done with that eye, but the hardest part for me is to get the wings even. I'm scared. Remember, this is my non-dominant hand. I am procrastinating with a Red Bull. Come on, go-go juice. Here we go. Okay, now as you can see, this line is a little bit chunkier than this one. We're going to clean it up. Now we're going to connect the wing to the eye. Actually, I lied. I'm going to shake again first. Okay, now you can see that this one I need to clean up a little bit, so I'll show you how I do that. I just take a makeup wipe and just clean the brush off. When we do that, not only are we getting the brush clean, but we're putting just a tad of the makeup remover on it. We're just going to go in and clean it up a little bit. It's good enough for right now. Good enough for right now. Okay, now let's curl our lashes. So we're going to press at the base and pulse, and then press at the middle and pulse again, and then at the tip and pulse one more time. Alright, so we're going to use our Definitely Seals. And the lower lashes too, they need love too. I'm going to outline my lips with, this is just Rimmel Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner in a shade that matches my lips. So, and Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Lolita 2. Probably my favorite lipstick of all time. Okay, guys, there we go. So, I think this look is just about complete. Thank you so much for watching and for spending some time with me today. I would love it if you would subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.